what is this? They said that GTA 6 going to be made in Vice City. How do these people get all this information on what's going to be what? People, do you not understand? Do not believe anything that you see on the internet from, Boss Man, Fuck the World, or whatever his name is, or any of those guys. Don't listen to those guys. They have no inside information. They're just clickbait. And if you hear it from Rockstar, then you know. If you don't hear it from Rockstar, you don't know shit.
Okay, guys. So you pretty much saw those two clips, and you read that little thing that I threw up right there. We're going to be talking about and kind of ranting about Rockstar. Now, for the most part, I actually kind of enjoy GTA 5 Online. It's definitely a pretty good game for the most part, but there are a lot of things we gotta touch on that just really don't work about this game. So, I think the first thing we can start on is the new DLC. Now, me included, I used to be really excited, and a lot of people still are, and I can't wrap my head around that. This is supposed to be the biggest update or whatever on GTA Online. Now, luckily, Rockstar confirmed that the Heist challenge got, smashed to bits. So, congrats on everybody on that. We did great. Basically, you just had to do Heist finales to get $100 million or $100 billion. No, $100 million. And I've heard plenty of confirmations that we've pretty much destroyed it. So we're going to be getting a free vehicle very soon. Now, something I would like to, kind of touch on is how are you guys actually still excited? Now, if you guys go, I'm going to link a lot of different, if you guys are interested on this topic, a lot of different videos and different stuff you can look at and watch. One of them being TGG, the Gorilla Gaming. I've been watching him. Him and the Diamond Casino on Instagram are my two favorite, fan, kind of newswired kind of accounts. And he said that, and this is also kind of being indicated from the newswire, a lot of people, I don't know how I'm talking here. I don't have a script for this video, so that's probably why. Basically, the island that you saw on that video, you can't, from what I know, you probably aren't going to be able to go to it on free roam. Now, and that's what sucks. Most people were really excited for, oh my god, it's going to be this big map expansion. A 7-year-old video game getting released on the 3rd generation console of its timeline. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but from the looks of it, yeah, you're not really going to be able to go onto that map or onto that island without, having to do the heist. And here's the thing. If we look at the Diamond Casino heist, because we all know that all that happens with the heist, you get more money and they add things and change things a lot. If the Diamond Casino heist has a lot of setups, and what was the Pack Standard heist, I heard, has a lot of setups. What do you think this new... This isn't just going into a casino and robbing it and then leaving. We're talking about going on to an island, this big crime lord island, where, you have to infiltrate tons of money worth of stuff and evidence, and you have to do all this stuff to get on this island and all that. Then, how many setups is that going to take? Because first you need a way over to the island, right? Then you need weapons to get onto the island and use. And then you need the approach, you need to pay staff. How much is that going to cost? And to what point is it not worth it anymore? As you can probably tell, I'm very pessimistic because I think, and another YouTuber I'm going to be linking, GwoppyTrai, he's a very small YouTuber, but he kind of said it best. How can you trust that this is going to be, the greatest heist of all time, when we pretty much can tell that it's going to be nothing. And the other thing he said that I want to kind of touch on and elaborate on and give my opinion on, whether you want to admit it or not, and I kind of quote this by him, whether you want to admit it or not, the Los Santos summer special event, or whatever that whole thing was kind of garbage. Now, I like the cars and all that, but what you're not seeing is it's all a giant paywall. Like, let's be honest, there was no heist. And from what I heard, now this might get controversial a little bit on like Rockstar's behalf, so feel free to skip ahead if you want. From what I heard, there's going to be like this Cops and Robbers DLC, but I think everybody kind of knows why that didn't get released with what was going on in the world during the Summer Los Santos special or whatever the freak got released. I don't think I have to say it. If you live in the U.S., which most of you, if not all of you, I have a very small channel, so probably all of you live in the U.S. or Canada or whatever. You guys probably know that what's going on. I'm not even going to say it. But it's definitely a big issue. So I'm kind of glad that Rockstar did it, but what they released wasn't the best, and it was just a big paywall. Now, think about the yachts. Now, I've only been playing since April this year, so not very long. And Rockstar had the yacht out for, 3 years? And may I ask, why are we just now... Now, I don't own a yacht. That's, like, one of the only... It's, like, I don't own the yacht, and then, like, 2 of the motorcycle club businesses, and that's kind of all that I don't own. I own a good amount of different types of properties, but... why are people spending anywhere between $3 and $10 million on a yacht, and what is it good for besides flexing? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do on your yacht besides sit there for 10 minutes saying how it's cool with your friends, and then just leave it there, like 10 mil down the drain? So, that's what I think. Now, the other thing I want to get on the topic of is GTA clickbaiters. Now, if you guys saw the clip at the start. Now, that guy who is talking, that is Ned Luke. If you don't already know, he's the actor of Michael from GTA 5, my favorite character. Him and the actor Franklin, I believe, were talking about, well, mostly Ned Luke was talking about the GTA 5. And, if you are in the GTA 5, like, content part of the community, you should already know that who Boss Man F the World is. And that would be Mr. Boss. You know what? I shouldn't even say his name, but Mr. Boss for the win. Now, there's a lot of different things that went on with him. There's a doxing scandal where he was trying to find out people's like license plates, their phone numbers, their email address, and their address, and all this different information. And that was a big thing. And it was because somebody was like spamming copyright claims on his channel. Well, he basically just milks like 30 seconds of newswire content into an entire video. And the other YouTuber, and this is more for the GTA 6, is Cernando. He didn't really get called out by Ned Luke, but you know him. He clickbaited Fortnite, he clickbaited GTA, just like the other guy, Lispy Jimmy or whatever, would do all that clickbait. And basically it was a storyline. So the storyline was Cernando, the guy's name is, and this was years ago. This isn't even now where there's like some hope that GTA 6 might be like at least at the start. No, I'm sorry. At least in like some, like the creator or the owner of Rockstar's mind. This is like before it was even in early development. Like way before it was even in anybody's minds or thoughts or anything like that. He said that he got a copy of GTA 6 from his friend, And then he was like, he wouldn't play the game, because why would you do that if you actually had a copy of GTA 6? Why would you actually want to play the game and leak it out? Well, anyway, at the end of the story, because obviously people are gonna find out he's a clickbaiter. He basically pretended to get a letter from Rockstar themselves saying, "Oh, bring back, or send back the copy of GTA 6, or we're gonna sue you." So it was this whole thing, and it of course was clickbait. So, and that's a problem. Obviously, I don't even know why do I have to say that. That would be super dumb. Everybody knows that that's a problem for a community. Why you have people representing the community with, GTA 6 clickbaiters. Oh my god, there's a gun running part 2. Oh my god, GTA 6 is going to be in Vice City. Oh my god, it's all this information that I don't even know because some guy on Twitter that's been wrong before, plenty of times probably, told me that GTA 6 is going to be here and it's going to be about this. Some random guy in his basement on Twitter said this. Like, they just read 2 seconds, GTA 6 is going to, and then it's blank, and they just stretch it out to 30 hours of content. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, I don't really have to say that, but... And then the other thing, and I know I'm jumping topics, but the other thing that I think is pretty screwed up about the community, that we can all agree on if you actually grind out GTA a little bit or have played it. Are we not even going to talk about the oppressor jet griefers? And we're just not even going to touch on that. Why is it that every time I'm driving a car to sell to a buyer, I have to drive around the city so some little Timmy with his oppressor is gonna hop on the oppressor that he bought with his mother's credit card, and why do I have to worry that he's gonna go and blow me up for no reason? Why do I have to drive around the industrial areas? And I don't know why. And this is where I kind of stick up for and not what we were talking about earlier, but I saw a clip of that Mr. Boss for the Win guy. It was like a funny compilation or whatever. Not really a compilation, but it was like a breakdown of one of his live streams where he had to deliver like $700,000 worth of cargo. And he was trying to fill up his giant warehouse and sell it all. Well, of course he made the mistake of doing that on stream. And people just destroyed it all. Every time he tried to, buy cargo, it would get destroyed right off the bat. And then it all got destroyed in the end. Now, I don't know. I guess, to be honest, he's a YouTuber live streaming. That puts a huge target. But why is it that Rockstar is pretty clearly influencing people to go destroy your crap? You could spend hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars on cargo just to get blown up in 2 seconds. Does anybody else think that's kind of a problem? Now, if you could also deliver on an oppressor, that'd be fine, but I think there's an obvious winner when a flying futuristic jet bike goes up against from behind a box truck. Nobody else sees how that's unbalanced, at least a little bit. And I don't know. I think the other thing I wanted to touch on about Rockstar is now the use of glitches. Now, I don't do glitches for the most part. For a while now, I've been definitely staying away from glitches, especially because what do you call it? Tons of accounts have gotten banned over the apartment garage glitch or whatever. Now, believe me if you will, I did not do this glitch. Honestly, at the time, I didn't even have the money to do this glitch. Because you had to, basically how you did it was this viral TikTok where you had to buy like one of the higher up, offices. Apart from the free one, which is the one I have, because the garage and everything is close to my apartment. You basically had to buy it, right? And then there's another apartment near Lester's factory. You buy that garage, and then you go into like creator mode or whatever, and then sell the garage, and then that's it. Like, that's just how you do it. You get $2 million right there. And of course it's wrong, because quite technically they are cheating. Let's be honest here. They're all cheating, and I guess for that they should technically be punished. Sure, that's fair, it's whatever. But then it gets to a certain point where people who've been playing for years and years and years on end are getting wiped for just experimenting a little bit. Like, I've been playing since April of 2020, and if I got wiped, I wouldn't even try to restart or anything. But I don't know how anybody does it, and I don't know how anybody could actually keep up with this or support this. I do enjoy GTA, but never in a million years would I be buying a shark card. I never have bought a shark card, and I never will. The other thing with these glitches is, sure, they should be punished, but nobody would care to do a money glitch if they had fair payouts for their jobs. Because when you hop into, we'll say Simeon, because he's like the only one I've ever really enjoyed playing. You're gonna tell me I'm getting at most 20K, most of the time it's less, to steal multi-million-dollar supercars from the cops and from gangsters, and I have to risk my life to get these sport cars back to this rich dude who owns the dealership, and I get a commission of 20 grand. And I don't understand it. How does anybody actually think this is fair? And then the heist costs way too much to keep up all the time. It's really hard. People should be getting a punishment. Like, I think they should be suspended from the game. I don't think their entire account should be wiped out, because they are cheating, but, it's messed up. And speaking of money glitches, isn't it ironic how they ban people for the money glitches and all that, and they patch them in a few days, not even. And then they do all this stuff to prevent the money glitches. But then when there's an orbital cannon glitch, it takes years to fix. When there's a glitch that makes it so that the Titan can't drop cargo, which I think has been patched at the time of this recording, from what I've heard. But it took years to do. So why are you not patching the orbital cannon glitch? Why are you super worried about the money glitches? And then modders and hackers don't get banned. Like, think about it. There are legitimately modders, and this was in one of TGG's videos. There are legitimately modders that can figure out pretty much your location, and that's why if I find myself receiving a PC for Christmas this year, despite it being free, do not expect me to be playing. Not that you guys should care, but don't expect me to be on GTA Online on there. I've never experienced a modder on PS4, and I'm hoping I never will, because there are some that can not only find the city you live in and the state you live in, but when they use a hack to kill everybody in the lobby, they have a way of blaming it on another player. There's a clip out there where somebody was just sitting in their bunker, not doing missions, not on the computer, and they weren't even driving their car around the bunker. They weren't driving their golf carts. They weren't doing anything. They were legitimately standing still. And then pop-ups in the chat started to say, so-and-so killed so-and-so, so-and-so killed so-and-so, and so on. Sorry for saying so much. Jesus. And people get banned for doing nothing. So don't even, if you're a PC player, don't expect to catch me on on PC. I'm chilling on PS4. And people like ask like, and here's all the griefers like, oh my god, excuses for their blowing things up, killing people, all that. Their excuses. Rockstar told us to do it, and they're rewarding us for doing it. So why are you mad when we go ahead and do it? And my reply to that would be, because you don't get paid enough. Let's be honest. No, if you buy an oppressor, let's just say somebody buys an oppressor just to grief. Somebody buys the oppressor, then they buy the terabyte with the workshop on it, which costs a killing, an arm and a leg, and a lung probably to buy everything. So you're talking a $3 million oppressor bike, probably $2 million for the terabyte with the workshop, and then another, we'll say $100,000 for the missile upgrade. We're talking, believe me, you're not going to be profiting off of, you're not going to be profiting for 2,000 to kill, or 2,000 to blow up somebody's cargo. You're not going to be profiting, dude. Like, don't, and then you, not only that, but you also have to get into a session with people selling cargo. You then have to find the cargo sellers, which I've done it before. I'm sorry for doing it, and I regret it, and I won't do it. But then you have to try to follow the cargo player around on your oppressor, which is extremely hard. I know from experience. I'm really sorry, guys. I won't do it again. I feel like a little kid explaining to his mom that I won't do something again, but I promise I won't. I'm sorry. And then you have to eventually find the cargo and then bomb it and walk on and bomb it. Like, is that really worth it? Is that really worth all the paywalls, all the this, all the jazz, and then what? You get a measly little 2K and $2,000 reward and 100 RP. It's not worth it, guys. Come on, pull your heads out of the dirt. It's not worth it. And I really can't understand how people actually support this behavior from Rockstar. And they're just gonna, and then we're gonna have GTA 7. I was just watching the trailer. The trailer dropped on YouTube 9 years ago, and they pretty much dropped the same exact trailer with maybe a few of the clips switched around on for the PS5 release. So this is a pretty long video, so I'm probably gonna stop it there. I already have to find more gameplay to put in. So I don't know. That's it, guys. Obviously, I'm still going to be playing GTA 5 because there aren't really any competitors. So yeah, that's it. Peace out, guys.